What's up, everybody? Thank you for the fill, guys. Topps Chrome Full Case Blasters. Pick your player number 24. Full case. All right. Well, that didn't work out. Yo, what's up, Melps? How are you? How you guys been? Good. How's everything on that side? Busy?
So it's battle. Yeah. Good days and there's bad days. I see you've been snowboarding a lot.
I usually try. Usually, like, wintertime, I try to go a lot.
Well, season's short here, right?
It's usually pretty good. Usually, it's pretty good. This season, it
Depends
ended
on the
last
year.
Sunday, yeah. This
Wow,
was the
it
worst.
ended
This,
last Sunday.
yeah, it was the worst season. What's up, Tony?
Good, bro. All right.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah, usually, yeah. Some,
You know what we have over there to pull us? FOTLNP, silhouette, flawless. No,
same stuff. Yeah, same here.
there's 4. She's running basketball, so she doesn't know. There's 4 FOTLNP. There's no reason to watch.
What is going? Oh, there's nothing holding that guy there. That makes sense. All right, grip and rip, guys. Grip and rip. Talk to me, guys. After this, we're going Optic Mega Football, guys. We're going downtown chasing, uptown chasing. Uptown all around. Uptown funk you up. Either way. That's going to go right after this. And then we'll push the Optic 4-box International Fresh Case. Player number 25 is in the store. We also have a Pick Your Team Topps Chrome Blasters in the store. And the only case of Bowman Draft Megas that I have as well, guys. It's all in there. So go Birds. In the flesh, go Birds, in the flesh. I'm so confused, go Birds. Oh, yeah. At least that's my hope. Because if it keeps up like this, you won't have Blez Light pretty soon, guys. Obviously not blaming you guys. I'm not blaming the people that's here or that's always here or supporting or vice versa. As quick as they add, they can also remove. Remember that. As quick as they add, they can also remove. Remember that. Gotta be careful when you guys say that, though. Honestly, PD Mac, Goldberg, you gotta be careful. I'm just saying you gotta be. I understand what you're saying and why you're saying it. Just be careful. Think about the repercussions. Would you rather them add channels or oh, what's up, Rasmus? Oh, what up, Nick? Nice to meet you, man. Would you rather them add channels or fire me in blue or whomever? You know, I'm not just saying that they're gonna fire anybody. I'm just saying. Would you rather them add a channel or not? Like, you know, what if there's no home for me? Now what? Now I gotta go back to the, you know, the yellow app, or so be careful when you say it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Obviously, I know what context you're talking about, and you understand the context and where I'm coming from. Just people don't realize that when they say it. You know what I mean? Like that's the last thing people think about. I'm like, oh, you should think about that. Right, PD Max? Yeah, you Go Birds is actually gonna be. You'll see it. If you guys don't already know or notice, you'll see. Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Not that I'm against it or anything like that. It's just you get it. You get the picture. You get the picture. You read in between the lines. People here on Blez Light, they're sharp. They're sharp. You know, T-Nails, I mean, it's just funny. And again, I know this has been like the topic of conversation. You know, give this 3 weeks when Bowman basketball comes, we're not even going to be we're not even going to have enough time to have these conversations. Trust me. I think there is a stigma about retail products, though, that people can't get over, especially with the Panini era. Also, I think we need a little bit more product to fill that in between slots, too. Yes, we can. I mean, I love breaking with my wife. Trust me. It's interesting times right now, Goldberg. It's just an interesting time. Everything's interesting because, you know, I mean, like, obviously with football license being done, pretty much being done, pretty much. With all of that, like, you know, coming to a transition point, we're in that lull period on that side again. So it's just been an interesting, call it 6 to 8 months total. Hopefully we get more, like, you know, when Topps Chrome football comes out and we get some, you know, football retail coming in. We'll get Bowman basketball coming in with some of that retail. That's pretty much gonna be our bread and butter for the most part on these channels. It's gonna be the Bowman, it's gonna be the Topps Chrome updates, the Topps Chrome football, the Bowman baseball, the Bowman Chrome, the Bowman draft. Pretty much gonna be our brand. Once we get all of that integrated, we should be good. I was told last year that I would get to go, but we'll see. I'm probably gonna deny. I'm probably not gonna go. I'm probably gonna say no. I really want to. Don't get me wrong. I really want to go, but I'll probably turn it down. I'll probably just offer to stay on stream or something. My mat always said pop. It's because, number one, they never made me mats. Or, excuse me, they made me mats, but by the time they created me mats, you know, April, May, June time of last year, the company went out of business. And they ordered that. I have mats. I have smaller mats, which is only like, you know, not even like 40% of the size of this. And I don't want to have to use 2 mats. So functionally, I'll take this pop mat over anything else. I was told I was getting a new Blez Light logo. That didn't happen. Probably gonna just ask Blue to make me one. Yeah. I don't know if you were here for the conversation, Goldberg, but that was one of the conversations we had in our meeting last week or the week before last week. We were talking about it, and like honestly, like we talked about it, like I do on average on average, this channel does. Like if I'm talking about like a 1 year average, I would say we do 80 to 85% basketball. We probably do about the other 10% football and about 5% baseball breaks, roughly. That's the true breakdown of this channel. And you know, when I was talking with Backer about it, it makes a lot of sense. Like this part, I agree with Backer. I don't have a solution. I wish I had a better solution, but the thing is if the main channel has top, let's use Topps Chrome, right? Main channel has Topps Chrome release. Boom. So they're doing hobby and jumbo. He doesn't feel like I should be doing the same products as the main channel, which I don't necessarily disagree with. Like, I think it's okay for me to do. There's no goal. T-Nels, the goal is push as many breaks as the chat wants to push. I would say a good number for me personally, obviously depending on the break. I'd say anywhere from 5 to about 7 breaks a day should be my average. Should be. Obviously, when you get breaks like this, that takes me an hour by myself, at least about an hour or so. That's a little bit more difficult for me to squeeze out more breaks that way. But like, you know what, I got like 3 boxers, 2 boxers, 5 boxers, you know, whatever it is. Half casers. Yeah, usually I'd say about 6 breaks should be the average number. But what I was saying about that Go Birds is like, if the main channel, for example, let's talk about Bowman. Let's talk about Bowman basketball. Main channel is gonna get Bowman Hobby, Bowman Jumbo, right? I'm gonna get the Megas and the Blasters. So yeah, I think it's okay for me to run Mega and Blasters. I don't think it's a problem for me to do that. The problem becomes is just like what we're doing now. Am I going to be able to run Bowman for 3 months? I doubt it, you know. So it's all those other products that we got. I gotta bring in. I gotta push, and I can have cheap stuff like Prism Football, Blasters, things like that. It's just the hard part is I gotta bring in the products that's actually quality products. That's all I can say. I don't mind ripping the Prism Blasters of football. Right. And T-Nails, to that point, you can use that towards my advantage, right? If that really is the case, you know, if you can't afford to buy into a $100 team, why not buy the $20 teams on the light check? You know, I'm just saying that should usually work out a little bit. That should usually work out in my advantage too. But yeah, I mean, like, the hard part is this channel, it's hard to run like older products. Like the main channel, we can put up Wemby year product, Matash year product, Paulo year product, Cade product, Ant-Man product. I don't think we can put up John Zion product anymore, but I can run older stuff here, but the problem is it's very limiting what I can do. It's gonna be very difficult for me to run retail Luka year, but everybody's only gonna chase the Clippers and the Mavericks. I'm not 100% sure. I think just in general, I don't want to say slower. That's not the truth. The main is still rocking. But, you know, again, when there's no fresh releases, when we gotta go droughts in between releases. So, like, the last release was Finest, right? Which has been out for about a month. The next release is Bowman, which between those releases, that's 6-7 weeks between releases. It's a weird time. Right now, everything is just going up in price like crazy, gold. It's crazy. I think Topps Chrome, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is a $1,200 box now. if I'm not mistaken. And that was kind of predictable, though. No offense, that was really predictable. When you compare it to like the Wemby year, where it was Wemby year, I think it was a $1,300 box of Prism. Midnight was okay. You know, Midnight was funny. People said it was overpriced. Price dropped in the secondary immediately, and the funny part is the price bounced right back up. It dipped for like a week, maybe 2 weeks. After that, shot right back up. And it's like that sometimes. That's just how it is. But yeah, we gotta focus on what the purpose of this channel is, though. You know what I mean? Because if not, all I was trying to tell Go Birds earlier is if not, I might as well be just a daytime basketball breaker. There's actually a few Dyson Obo, however you say his name. There's a few prospects for sure. Whoopsie. I don't think it's gonna be as hot as this year. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's gonna be as hot as this flag year, but that's typical. Dipenstia and all those other guys. Guys, good luck, everybody. Thank you guys very much for the squeeze. Emails are out. All right, let's go, guys. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, that was a big question too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because like, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if that not be the case, then I might as well be a main basketball daytime breaker. But then there's a whole another aspect to that. That's all I can say. There is a whole nother aspect to that that needs to be worked out. That's what I will say. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, like Becker and Esplez, them, they used to believe in doing rotations. Like they when I first got here, like they enjoyed variety. Like they didn't want me, they didn't want Jags, they didn't want Esplez, they didn't want Dak, they didn't want Becker doing Traore. They didn't want the same person doing doing shifts. Kanipo. They didn't want the same person doing the shifts. They didn't want it to get like stale, if you will. But that has since changed. Now I have a permanent home. Brown has a permanent home. Jags has a permanent home. All of us have like permanent homes pretty much. Nice. VJH, come on the basketballs. But we'll see. Again, we'll see. There's a lot of things that, I think we all got to square away. Oh, lots of aces coming out. Been a minute since we've seen an ace. Igor on the refractor. Cooper Flag on the base. Shaq. Mario Williams on the red, white, and blue. Danny Wolf on the basketballs. Goldbergs, we had this conversation already, my brother. We had this conversation. If that was the case, I would have probably been. If seniority really worked that way over here, I would probably have been on the baseball channel, most likely. Or I would be the number 2 on basketball. Like if Jags was there right now, being the number 1, I would probably be in the Scott position in the number 2. Assuming that, you know, Scott needs to focus a lot on Blez Online, which is a lot of what he's doing now. But we all know that that doesn't work that way over here. Unfortunately. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Seniority doesn't really work that way here. It was funny because when we talked about restarting this channel. What's up, Clemas? When we talked about restarting this channel in December. Excuse me. Let me rephrase this. When we were talking, I was during the national when I was covering the main channel. There was talks about like me going to daytime basketball. There was talks about it, and then I ended up covering everybody again during that, you know, August, going into like Mosaic basketball and stuff like that. I was covering everybody still, and then the decision was made for me to go to the apps, which I'm very thankful. Trust me, I'm very thankful for the time I had there. It's just not what I'm used to anymore. Like I wasn't used to being here on YouTube at first. I was used to like a Facebook. I was used to like being, you know, like showing every card. I used to show every single card kind of like nice and slow at a leisurely pace. Kind of like this. This was how I used to break. Deron Holmes, Duarte, Matas. There's Westbrook on the red, white, and blue. Kason, Sharp, Mitchell, Tatum on the refractor. Alvarado, Hardenstein, Traore rookie. There's a Dirk Ball of Duty. Vassell, Smith, Kobe White, PJ on the refractor. Pell Larson, Yannick rookie. Jeremiah Fears on the that used to be my breaking style. I quickly realized that doesn't work over here. I quickly realized that doesn't work here on YouTube. Like too slow. Like I'm like, oh, okay. Like, you know, I kind of, you know, I had to reteach myself what works on this platform, and what works on this platform doesn't work on the apps. I can tell you that right now. What works on YouTube does not work here. Excuse me. What works on YouTube does not work there, I should say. But as you can tell, I can still rattle off very quickly. So I guess I think I can answer this, honestly. So I was told I was going to be, but the decision was overridden by ownership, if you catch my drift. I'll leave it at that. Westbrook to 199, and it's fine. Like, trust me, it's fine. Maybe there's decisions that I don't see. Maybe they don't want this channel off. what, you know, whatever it is, that maybe they didn't want to put me on because they didn't want this channel to, if I go on Sunday night and let's say we rip till 2, 3 a.m., well, you guys know I'm not going to make it back here at 6 a.m. So maybe, I don't know if that was part of the decision. Communication isn't exactly our strong suit here at Blez. Not exactly our strong suit. Valanciunas on a gold basketballs to 50. No, it's okay. I trust me. Tino's, I'm not mad. If I work 22 hours on the main channel and if I work 8 hours, 7 hours on this channel, I get paid the same. First of all, I will say that, you know. I prefer to work 10, 12 hours. I prefer that because I feel very secure doing that because I know I'm producing. When I'm not producing, then I'm worried, you know. As would any business be, you know what I mean? If I was a businessman, of course, I take that back. I am a businessman, but obviously this isn't my personal business, you know. Clay Mouse, I don't want to go too into it. I don't want to like take away the focus from breaking like that. But of course, there's conversations that happen behind the scenes. Trust me. But in those conversations that we have, I don't have enough information from ownership side to formulate solutions on the fly. Yannick, red, white, and blue. That's all. Like I might have ideas, which I'll communicate. Ingo's on the magenta. I'll communicate ideas, right? For example, I give you guys a really good one. No offense. I told Backer them, I don't think this channel should be 7 days a week. Kanipo. I think I've told you guys this before, right? I don't think this channel should be a 7-day-a-week channel. Given the amount of product that I have, it's very difficult. Sure, when Bowman comes out, let's go 7 days a week. Sure. But not at this very second. Another Westbrook. This time it's 75. Interesting case. But like, and now you got to think about the other spot about this, Clay Moss, is that I don't want to like go 5 days a week and now Bobo. Let's say we don't have. Let's just say we don't have a spot for Bobo, whether it's breaking or number twoing. Okay, now I just costed the guy, you know, his salary for 2 days, or I gave him a pay cut. So there's obviously there's always obviously if that's what it needs to come down to, I understand. But just again the premise behind it, right? I get it, it's business, it's not personal. I understand those things, but there's other avenues I feel like we could work out. Is this gold? This looks gold to me. Cole Anthony, true gold to 50. It's been a minute since we've seen true gold. Usually that's a good sign in these kind of breaks. Clifford. Nice Steph to 399 on the Ball of Duty. Kalkbrenner on the basketballs. But yeah, T-Nails, it's okay. You can bring it up. I'm a lax kind of person. Like I'm not high strung about it. Only time I really got upset was last year during the national time. Fuck that. I've managed unions. I'm good. Trust me, if we ever did, I'd want to be in the union. I would never want to be in management. Trust me. Over it. That way, when I fuck up, I can just say, I want my union rep present. And you know what my easiest rebuttal would be? Because I had to manage unions. Ever since I was like 22, I was managing unions. It's fucking terrible. Especially when their union contract got to be renegotiated and you got to learn everything. Or sometimes unlearn everything. It's so like... Yeah, I was pissed. That was the one... I mean, I tell you straight up, that was the one time where I didn't give a fuck. Like... Last year during the national, I was like, bro, nobody told me shit. I didn't. Nobody told me that. Everyone else and their mother went to national except for me, Mrs. Hammer. I think Billy. And I was like, what the fuck gives? Nobody talked to me. Nobody said anything to me. They said that they were gonna talk to me, but nobody talked to me. Again, communication not our strong suit. Where's our autos and SSPs? Panic. I was pissed. Trey Johnson refractor. Yeah, oh man, trust me, if you caught me, if you seen my potty mouth then compared to how I normally am, you would know something's wrong. Will Riley. Asa Newell on the red, white, and blue. All right, no autos, no SSPs yet. All right. Next stack. Good luck. Aqua Basketballs, Eric Gordon to 199. Essinger. Come on. That's a nice Wemby. The $3.99 on the inspirational inserts. Cooper Flag refractor. And our first auto, as I said, that Khalil Ware. Base auto for the Heat. Elijah Martin. Cooper Flag. Lots of Cooper Flag refractor inserts. Traore. VJ Edgecombe. Kobe White. Wemby refractor. Let's do it. Let's see some big colors or something. Ant-Man on the Ray Waves. Coward. VJ Edgecombe. There's a Shea. Fears on the refractor. Nice. Elijah Martin. Still no SSPs in this case. Interesting. Usually we hit at least one by now. Voice, aside from one or two base shades, I'm not 100% sure either, to be honest with you, buddy. This case is interesting because I got a couple of dupes in this case too. Don't normally see too many dupes in a product like this. Not saying we haven't seen them, just you don't see it very frequent. Cooper Flag on the base. Malawak. Kanipo. This case is very lackluster. Harper refractor. Another Trey Johnson. There's a nice Jeremiah Fears on the Aqua Instinct. To 199. Nice Fears. Came out late. VJ Edgecombe. Well, I did put a few in the room the other time. So I don't know if this was a nice Kanipo refractor. Where's my numbered hits? Wemby, PV, Harper. Nice Aqua of LeBron. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even hit an SP yet. Our auto was Kalia Ware, not the best. This case has been tough too. Where's all my hot cases at? Alright, we got one stack left and a dream. One stack left and a dream. Let's save a few of you folks in this case. See what happens when cases over marinate? I'm just kidding. Hey, Sweaty Butcher. There's no way this is your first time on this channel. There's no way. Long time no see, brother. How are you? Wow, I'll get you modded up right after this. Because it's the light channel. We're also very lightly staffed on this channel. AKA, it's just usually me. Wow, that's terrible. You know, I don't do a lot of videos promoting this place, so I really have to. So, Sweaty, and for anybody else that potentially is watching, this is the light channel. So, we focus on primarily retail breaks, and sometimes we put in some lesser hobby product. So, instead of running, you know, like a 3-box or a 6-box half case break, we might run them by the 1-box, 2-box on this channel, Sweaty. But primarily, we focus on like a lot of our retail products, the blasters, the hangers, the megas, the internationals, the T-malls, things like that. Here we go, last stack. Not the best case, guys, so far. So we really want to see something nice here. Ace. Wow, I thought that was duplicate shades there. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, so you got like 3 or 4 base shades at least. Cooper Flag Refractor. Tons of Cooper Flag insert refractors. Oh, nice! Let me know. Frick, plenty guys is coming up. But I think that's also I think that's WrestleMania weekend, if I'm not mistaken, Sweaty. So honestly, I think most of us will be at WrestleMania. Well, let me know. Nice. Wemby on the yellow basketballs. Couple of hits at the end there. No SSPs. This is insane. Come on, there's got to be an SSP at the end here. It's been several months since we had a case that we didn't see one. Gasparis. Knipple refractor. Lots of refractor rookies. Shit. That's cool. Let me know, please. Let's get together or something. Let's grab some lunch. Play some craps. Do something at least. Bones on the true green to 99. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, we have a shot right here. Wait, we have a shot right here. Let's not say that yet. Ooh, all right. All right, nice Conconipo. It's been a very long minute since we've hit a nice Conconipo auto. Finally! It's been a couple weeks since I've hit a Conipo auto. All right. Zakarski. Yep, you know that. That's what I'm trying to do, Sweaty. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to run that Mama Jammas up. No SSP, though. No SSP, though, unfortunately. It's been a while, guys. Don't panic. We've seen a few cases that didn't have SSPs in the blaster, the hanger, and I think also one mega. I think there was no SSPs. All right, we saved a couple of you at the end there. Not the greatest case, but thankfully that last stack did have something to save some of us, so we'll just call this case slightly below average, and we'll keep it at that. LeBron color, a couple of Wemby numbered. Can't say it was terrible, but yeah, only a few only a few characters. Only a few player spots hit, which made that break a little tougher. Lots of flag refractors, too, for the flag spot. So, got to do a little bit of work on that one. Skeet, you have the flag. So, you're going to have to do a little bit. Wait, did you buy Con, too? Let's see if Skeet bought Con, too. No, TC had Con Canipo. TC, let's go, buddy. Gonna be the Optic Megas we're gonna push. We're gonna push the Optic Megas. That's pretty much right there. There's no money on the full case of that. It's a 20 bucks full case. Recap. Actually, we had a lot of base top rookies, honestly. We'll probably do that first, Russ. Then we'll push the International Bowman Draft. I am gonna put up the number 25 player break of this product. I also added in late last night the pick your team. Only reason I put in a pick your team, guys, I wanted to try it. We haven't ran a pick your team Topps Chrome in a very long time. And that did move at a pretty decent rate. So I figured we give it a nice shot there. There's our number. Nice Wemby. Nice LeBron to 199. Jeremiah Fears, True Aqua Instinct to 199. And a Wemby to 399 was nice. Steph to 399. We did have a couple golds there too. Fortunately, we didn't connect on those. Khalil Ware and our big boy of the break. Nice Con Canipo base. Topps issued autograph. Is that the design? Oh, okay, it is. TC, I'll beat the sort out of your Canipos. Beat the sort on those for you. TCHK. And that was the break on full case Topps Chrome Blasters number 24. Thank you, everybody, for getting in.